and black. Okay, now we're recording. Here we go. So, welcome everyone to the end of January, beginning of February, all ambassador call. We're super glad that you guys decided to join us today. It's the last day of the month. It's also the first call we've had following the big event that we had in Dallas, Texas, which was host to a number of incredible addresses from all of our leaders on stage. We had massive announcements. Isaac Ben Shabbat was there. I was there. A lot of you guys were there as well. It was a really amazing event that inspired so many people. And you guys have taken the information that we delivered at that event and ran with it. I'll tell you, it's one of the strongest increases in productivity we've seen in any month in recent history. Now, I will admit, a lot of that is due to the fact that we just came out of the holidays, and the holidays are always slow. But in addition to that, we had a huge transition where we launched an entirely new company. That's new back office, new websites, new credit card processing, new wallet, completely new website for your product, for membership, new Viago website, new points system, new enhancements to the comp plan. All of that went live at one time in December. And so a lot of that came with headaches, and we had to make sure everything was stable, and it took us weeks to get to right now where we're actually humming. Now, there's still a few things we're going to be working to polish and fine tune, and over the course of the next month or two, you're going to find more and more refinements coming your way. In fact, we're going to share a lot of that today. However, what you need to know is it's been a monstrous second half of the month. How big? Well, I'll put it to you this way. The new enrollment of new members to our club has been up 125% from first half of the month to second half of the month. And we're going to end up closing the month with a bigger month of new members joining our family than we did in November, prior to the completion of the holidays, prior to Black Friday, going into one of the biggest growth seasons. So all systems are go, and we're super excited about that. Now, as I said, there's a lot of work that we still have to do. There's some areas of the world right now which are still having a hard time. And for instance, we just launched Japan over the weekend, and they have a few things they need to have refined there before they can do 100% of what we're doing in the rest of the world. So there's so much to do. And I have a presentation to show you the details. So I'm going to do that by sharing screen now. Give me 1 second. Let me do that. All right, so what's going on? What's happening? First off, let me tell you about the event. We spent so much of the event describing to everyone why we're here and what our mission is, and I'm just going to take a moment to recap that for you guys. Now, if you've seen this acronym before, you know what it means. It's incredibly apropos that we're talking about this with respect to what we do at Viago and what we're offering the world. It is in real life. That's what IRL stands for. And in fact, it's kind of the centerpiece of our mission. It's about bringing people together and amplifying their quality of life through all the things that we do. And a lot of this is about us being together. It is about interconnectedness from people to peoples around the world, inviting our friends and family to enjoy the best that life has to offer in real life. It's about getting away from the cell phone and getting away from being plugged in all day, and instead plugging into one another and helping each other actually enjoy more of what the world has to offer. That includes everything from curated experiences on vacation or holiday around the world, but also world-class products or access to VIP only type events or discounts on dining and entertainment. And that includes everything from theme parks like Disney or Universal or even Legoland or even Broadway shows, movies, your favorite restaurants. Virtually anything that you do with your free time that creates amazing memories, the things you do to enjoy your time together and even alone, that's our mission. It's to create more opportunity for people to enjoy real life better. And we talked to the audience about, as the centerpiece of our mission, I believe that this is going to become one of the most important ideas of the future. As technology continues to better and better approximate what we do day to day in our jobs, we're going to find more and more free time maybe available. Now, I don't mean just because people's jobs would be displaced. I'm talking about the practical and beneficial applications of technology and how that's helping us to find more efficiency. And over time, as this is realized in its fullest capabilities, I believe that what we're doing here is going to create something of a focal point for people. We want to be that beacon of real life hope, bringing people the best experiences, the very best quality in the things that we provide to our customers, our members worldwide, and of course, an opportunity as well. If you're helping us to grow our community, you deserve to be rewarded. You are. Everything that we bring to the world in a vision and a messaging perspective. We don't run commercials. We don't advertise anywhere. We let you be the voice through your own experiences to help us grow our community, and you should receive 100% of the compensation for that. So it's also a unique opportunity at the same time, and one that's designed to help people enjoy what they do best, and that's sharing their experiences with the world. So we talked a lot about that. We also shared that we had some brand new releases in technology, new releases in membership benefits. I'm going to talk a little bit about that right now. We introduced a new and reimagined version of cruises. Cruise getaways have always been one of our favorite categories. Now, we announced this in a very limited fashion for basically for the Americas to begin with, but it's actually open to the whole world to participate. As cruises are back, just know this. Right now, they are limited to 3 ports in North America to depart, but we're working on departures from Europe and throughout Asia as well right now. These are already included within the agreements that we've struck. However, there are some things we want to make sure that we get right. For instance, today, even though this is an amazing deal, there's still stipulations. You must use your getaway to access these trips today. In addition to that, you must speak English. You must read English, and it must be fluent. Right now, that's a stipulation. We're going to work with our suppliers to open that up so that the world of every culture and every language can participate to the greatest extent possible. Know that this is just a beginning, but we're excited about this. If you look at the price point we're talking about here, it saves almost 50% on the best online fees. This price includes all of your food. It includes your basic beverages. It includes port fees and taxes. If you consider the cost, that makes this like $120 a person before ports, fees, and taxes. It's a stupid deal from 3 of the most popular ports. And it includes Carnival, Royal Caribbean, Norwegian, and Princess Cruise Lines. You can depart from Miami, Port Canaveral, or LA. Now, again, you must read, speak, and understand English. And this is a getaway concept, not an escape, meaning it's for the family, not for the whole community to go together. You can go with your family, but it is limited to your family. This is not a group vacation. This is a getaway that is categorized like the rest of our getaways. Additionally, we also introduced new locations around the Caribbean, Central and South America, and even the Atlantic, with new locations for you to enjoy another category of hotels and resorts for only the resort fee. You literally are not paying for anything else while you're there. Of course, there are all-inclusive packages available as an upgrade, but the resorts themselves and the stay is included for only $149, and that's for 4 nights and 5 days. This is, again, one of the categories of the new enhanced getaways. This includes the Mayan Riviera, Puerto Vallarta, Nueva Vallarta, Acapulco, Mazatlan, Freeport, Bahamas. It also includes everything from Puerto Rico to St. Lucia. Look, guys, it's all over the Caribbean, the Atlantic, Central, South America, Mexico, some of the most popular Americas destinations for the world. Yes, we're going to expand this into other markets as well, but we wanted you to know how hard we're working behind the scenes to enhance the getaway program. Again, the stipulation is you must read, speak, and understand English, and this is for your family. This is not a group vacation. If they see the groups are trying to exploit this benefit, they will cancel your reservation. So just make sure you're taking your family and only your family for these. Got that? And we're going into the end of the month. It's the last day of January. We're going to finish strong, and I promise you this because I've already seen the data. We will have more people qualifying at the earliest squared ranks than ever before. In fact, I've already seen how many we have coming in at 5 squared. I looked at the numbers earlier today. Remember, for the first time ever, now you can qualify with spillover for 5, 10, or 25 squared, right? That means that you only have to be qualified. You only have to have one on your left that is an ambassador, one on your right that is a qualified ambassador. You yourself must be active. As long as you meet that minimum criteria and you have 5 total active points of membership on your left and 5 total active points of membership on your right, you have your first residual check. That goes all the way up to 25 squared with that simple criteria. No additional lineage requirement. So we're going to see more people qualifying, getting more residual income than ever before. It's the beginning. This is the first month and we're already seeing higher numbers. And that's why we're going to reterm February, Fabuary. And that's a term actually that my wife came up with. I love it because here in North America, February could be a little bit gray, a little bit cold, and a little bit funky. So let's change the name of February and call it Fabuary. How's that? There are a few things to get you guys razzle dazzled for the month. We are having some huge promotions this month. We're going to continue into next month. This is all live today, and we're continuing it through the month of February. Double cycles. That's a $100 cycle for every cycle instead of just those that make 3 or more in a week. $100 for every cycle. The Plus Pack is now introduced. That's a $250 pack that allows you to get points. It allows you to get the Plus membership right now, and it pays you a full point on the front and a full point towards your squared bonus instantaneously. You get 300 Viago points at the same time. Also, we introduced that you can now achieve a cycle with only 4 points left instead of 5, and 4 points right instead of 5, making it 20% less of a threshold for you to hit a cycle and earn that $100. And it's also so symmetrical. Think about it. You just sell one launch pack, one more launch pack on your right or your left, whichever your weak leg is. That's 2 packs, gets a cycle, 2 more, a cycle, 2 more, cycle, 2 more, cycle. So simple. And triple play, huge hit. Cannot wait to announce all of the leaders this month. I'll tell you this, we've got a new leader at the top position. I cannot wait to recognize them on the next call. We will be continuing triple play, but you want to finish strong. Remember, the top 5 get cash, and you can double or even triple that cash for up to $9,000 in additional bonuses for the month if you end up in the top 5. And starting this month, this is actually going to be retroactive to the beginning of January. We're going to apply this to everyone who achieved what I'm about to share with you. And we're going to make sure that February is February for all of Europe, all of Africa, and India for the month ahead. For only those markets, we're going to be including, with only the launch pack, a getaway point. Now, why would we do this? I'll tell you why. Because Africa and Europe have had a lot of challenges, more so than the Americas over the past 30 days. And we want to say thank you, and we want to boost their confidence and get them not only excited about this, but we want their customers to get out, get on holiday right away. Take advantage of the getaways right now. Get on a cruise. Get to one of our 7-night stays. Go to the Dine and Stay Unlimited all year long if you want to. So if they buy any of the launch packs for Africa, for Europe, or India, that's right, if it's the Africa version, or the European version, or the India version, they will also receive a getaway point instantaneously. To activate their getaway, you know how to do it. You go to the Club Viago website, you pay the activation fee, and you choose the vertical of your choice and get out there and have some fun. That is for February only. We're also applying this to anyone who signed up with a launch pack. That's the equivalent of the North American 450 pack. So in whatever currency that they are paying in any of these markets, you will achieve this if you just simply signed up with the 450 launch pack. Improvements, there are lots of them. A lot of stuff was announced at the event, and even since the event, we've made some more massive movement towards improvements around the world. As I said earlier, Japan is now live. Now, what does that mean? Remember, Japan was the last market that was supposed to be launched, and we announced that we were moving into this new environment back in October. Japan was still waiting to be configured. So they are now live. That means that they can enter their back office, they can purchase their trips, they can purchase products, they can use their points, everything that you would expect. The only thing that's still outstanding is the enrollment flow, and we're working to finish that in the next 24 to 48 business hours. Around the clock, we're communicating with the Japanese audience as well. We had a call last night with their leaders to brief them on everything that's going on. And this Sunday, they have their first kickoff training of the year. So we want to welcome our Japanese family. If you have friends, family, or colleagues there that you want to introduce to what we're doing in Japan, now is the time. Treat it like pre-launch. Treat it like an opportunity for them to get in before anybody else knows what's happening and the explosive growth that follows. US and Mexico and South America and Europe and Japan have all been using our new processors. Now, this has helped us around the world to increase our acceptance of payments more consistently. However, in the European Union, there's still an issue that we need to overcome. They have a completely different standard for accepting credit cards. It's called 3DS. It requires 2 things. 1, you need a local processor. 2, there needs to be 3D secure, or call it multi-factor authentication. But what it does for them is give them peace of mind. It also reassures the bank that those who are trying to transact locally are who they say they are. It reduces incidences of fraud, and it increases the success of the transactions. This allows for the best acceptance rates in the industry. In the European Union, they see some of the best credit card acceptance rates when they adopt these processes. This new process has not been live in Europe, but as of the last 24 hours, they have finished the configuration at the processor, and they are handing over what we need to implement this next week. That means that sometime this next week, we should see processing go into this new environment that will increase acceptance, solve any of the decline issues we've seen associated with us having a foreign entity, and it will be localized and allow for 3D secure processing as well, which should help them to retain their customers, attract more customers, and allow for payments in multiple types of payments that are accepted in Europe simultaneously. Super excited about that. This has been something we've been working on for almost a year in this one environment. Products. We've got new nutrition on the way. What does that mean? So, of course, your old favorites are still in the works as we speak. I'll give you a few hints. We have HydroFX on the way, manufactured and en route as we speak right now. We have a small amount of recovery, but not enough to satisfy the demand we know is going to be there. So for those that have any orders that have been pending and wanting to catch up, we're going to have some of that for you as well. We have booster greens caps already in right now manufacturing for the rest of the world. Booster and greens caps. We have 3 new product formulations that are coming out as we speak as well. We have a new manufacturer for our 2 protein products that are ours. This is our Life By series. This is vanilla and chocolate shake. We're working on both of those right now with a new manufacturer. Now, why would we go to a new manufacturer? I'll tell you why. It's very simple. They're centrally located in the United States, so shipment times are increased. The terms for turning our product upon order are far, far faster. In the past, it would take us 12 to 16 weeks sometimes to get an order after placing it. In this environment, we can actually place an order and typically get it within 4 weeks, sometimes within 2 weeks. This will help us to accelerate these products to market. However, with the new manufacturer, it does require that we taste and test before we allow them to go to you. They must meet the watermark of excellence here first. We're also working on a completely new formulation of energy. This is a new formulation that has a new flavor as well. Now, why would we try to do anything to improve the flavor? We're actually going to be offering a couple of versions of this. We're doing this for a couple of reasons. 1, we want there to be variety. 2, we want to make sure that the formula is compliant worldwide. And today, the sweetener ingredients that's used in our all-natural, organic, and vegan energy product is actually not accepted in some countries as a sweetener. Even though the ingredient itself is perfectly legal, it hasn't been approved as a sweetener, so we can't use it in certain markets. By replacing that with other natural sweeteners, we now can compliantly go into these markets, including Europe, Africa, and Asia. That's why we're doing it. We've already gone through a couple of formula variations. We love where it's going, and we expect to have something to share with you guys before the next big event, and certainly, hopefully, before the summer event as well. We have more skincare on the way. We have an order on way right now. We hope to have that in stock within the next couple of weeks and be able to start shipping some of this new skincare to you guys immediately as well. Plus, we have a few surprises I can't tell you about right now, but just know that we're still looking for the best partnerships we can that are going to help you feel your best, look your best, and of course, address every aspect of your health and longevity along the way. So right now, there's some things you can count on as well. I've given you a few updates about what's to come. I've given you a few updates about things that have already been done that are technology-based and membership-based, but there's some other things people have been hot about and they want to know about right now. How about this? Viago points. You've been asking, when are we going to be able to use Viago points in other ways? When can I apply them to my product sales? Well, how about right now? They're in the marketplace and live as of today. This beta release of this is actually ahead of schedule. Why are we giving this to you guys right now in the beta? We want you to kick the tires for us and help us to refine how this user experience works. What does it look like? It looks just like this. You go to the marketplace, choose the product you want. When you get to the shopping cart and you go to check out, make sure that you complete the address fields first or you won't see the points. At first, if you go back there, you won't see that you have an option to pay using points. You'll only see the other pay types. That would include PayPal and credit cards. But once you fill out the address field in this beta version, you'll see that you can apply points as well. This is live today. We're going to be accepting your feedback over the next couple of weeks and refining this user experience. But now you can use your points on trips and you can use your points towards products as well. And with more products on the way, this is going to give you guys more value every day as we expand that. Additionally, we told you that we've enhanced the way that you can track your memberships, whether they're active, how many points they're applying to your qualification for your ranks, all of that. 2 things have happened. 1, we've enhanced the decline report, so now it's more comprehensive, more accurate, more detailed, and you can use it right now to tell who is active in my organization and who is not active and who is declined, whose payment didn't go through. Additionally, we have a more detailed report within my organization. On the left-hand side, if you navigate down to this icon, which is called My Organization, you'll see a report that says My Auto Ships or Team Auto Ships. Within there, you will see the subscriptions. Now, these are only for your Club Viago subscriptions. This does not include your product auto ships. It's just membership. If you look across this screen, this test data shows you exactly what you should expect to see, but based upon your active members and those who are maybe even declined or not active. For those that you see in this report, a couple of things you need to know. First, you're going to see who enrolled them. You're going to see what type of customer they are. Now, if it says ambassador, that does not mean that they don't have a membership. If they have a QV value at the far right side, they obviously are also a member. In my case, if you look at my name at the top, it says my name. It says I'm an ambassador. It says I was invited by corporate Viago in this test account. It says my order status is not found. I'm going to cover that in just a second. That's not wrong. I'll explain it in a moment. And at the far right, it says that I have 50 QV associated with me, and it also shows you my next bill date. Now, if you notice next to not found on the left, the last date doesn't have a date next to it. That's because I just entered the business. So the reason the order status is not found is because my first monthly has not kicked off. Once that happens, it'll show whether that next monthly was either approved or declined. Now, there is one other fourth status that will show up, and that's pending. If it says pending, that's because it's queued. It's ready to be charged and hasn't yet been charged either today or tomorrow for the next batch of charges that go through. So that is now live and gives you a very clear indication of where the status of all of your organizations is and all the people in your organizations are. And if you want, you can even filter by clicking order status by the type of status, and you can see everyone who's declined or approved there, and of course, see how many points they're applying. Additionally, we made some massive updates to the binary to make it more intuitive for you. The few things we did were really just about making it more easy to read. We changed some of the terminology. So now instead of node details on the far right, it says ambassador details. Isn't that intuitive? You can also now place the person that you're viewing right there to the top view of your tree. Plus, you can expand the view to be more than just 3 levels. You can go all the way up to as many as 35. It also functions so much better now on a mobile device. So you can actually scroll using 2 fingers, or you can pull and zoom much more easily than you could before. Now, this is not a finished product. We have to continue to make refinements on this and much more about our back office, but we continue to make improvements every week. Additionally, the Viago Pay Card is now live. Over the course of the last week, we've invited a bunch of leaders to test it. It actually went live last Monday. And many of our leaders that have been testing it now have the ability to go and set up their own Viago Pay Card, and now you can too. Later today, every single market will be activated, and you will be able to sign up for your own Viago Pay Card. What can you do with it? Well, you can load it with everything from crypto to a variety of pay types. And in fact, on version 2, which will be coming in the next couple of weeks, you'll even be able to load it with your commissions. This will allow you to pay for anything, anywhere where MasterCard is accepted, including within our ecosystem. You can even have your recurring orders. You can even purchase products using your Viago Pay Card. Your Viago card can also be used to purchase products around the world, anywhere where a MasterCard is accepted, either online or even physically if you choose to have one of the physical cards mailed to you. That is available. Here's what you need to know. You can fund right now on your Viago Pay Card after you set it up, which takes only a few minutes, using your crypto wallet. Next, later this month, your commissions wallet will be connected, and this month they are building into the Viago wallet and the Viago Pay Card a number of European alternative payment methods. This includes SEPA, SOFORT, and 12 other currencies and alternative payment methods that will directly plug into your card and directly plug into your wallet. That is coming in the month of February. Every month we'll be enhancing the functionality, expanding the currencies, and expanding how you can use this card. Additionally, starting in February, we're going to start crediting 10% on every purchase that is made using your Viago Pay Card. Now that it's live, you can use it. And now that you're using it, you'll be earning 10% Viago points back on every single purchase that you make, and that includes even your internal purchases. So what's next? Reporting. We're going to be enhancing the reporting in this next phase of development. As we've worked to try to enhance the stability of the organization, launch the Japanese market, improve transacting around the world, and finish those major pieces that needed to be done first, we can now go to the second phase of development, which is about expanding and enhancing your ability to monitor your business, manage your business, and help to lead your teams effectively. So we're going to be enhancing the way that you track your team by allowing you visibility of the cycles that are being created within your team, leader by leader, and by number of cycles as well. We're also going to be enhancing visibility and allowing you to see the squared qualification of your teams as well by rank. Now, additionally, as you're looking at these meters, we're going to be giving you drill-in information that allows you to see within the numbers themselves. If you click on the number, you'll see who contributed to those points. So you have an idea where the points are coming from, where the cycles are coming from, where the volume is coming from. And of course, Get 6 tracking is going to be available for you and your team this month as well. We'll be launching a brand new Get 6 meter that will allow you to see in very simple 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 who's active and how many you have to go to get your membership fees waived. It's a whole lot that we're doing, of course. But in addition to that, at the event, we also announced that we're kicking off our first ever Viago Blue Diamond trip, and you have the entire year to qualify. You know what we didn't do? We didn't tell you where we're going. We didn't tell you about the special ideas we have in mind for you guys. We're going to be sharing that at the next big event. Right now, what you need to know is you're already working towards qualification. You only need to achieve Blue Diamond this year to be invited to come on this vacation with us. You can celebrate your success. We will celebrate your success. We'll do masterminding and have a blast. Cannot wait to share with you. You have until the end of the calendar year to qualify. That means until the end of December, you have an opportunity to hit Blue Diamond and join us on this. We've got a lot to do, a lot more, in fact, and so many things that we need to do right now to help people understand our mission, this idea of doing things in real life. But I'd say it's in Viago life, right? This is our next big adventure, guys. We're on it together. February is kicking off tomorrow. But don't forget, you've got one final day to actually make this matter for you, guys. We're going to have some massive success stories this year, and it all starts this month. Again, I'm going to repeat, the biggest second half to a month we've seen in terms of growth. I can't even find a month that had this much growth in the second half versus the first half of the month. You know, I was talking to Eric Grzybowski and Troy Brown and Muzaffar Najfi and Jesse McPherson behind stage, and Matt Morris was there, and we are kind of high-fiving after the event and feeling so great about everybody's response. But, you know, taking all this information and putting it to work is really going to be up to you, and also working with your leaders and working with your teams as well. Eric has been setting the pace for growth, going through the entire fall season here in North America, just crushing it with more personal enrollments and more teams sprouting all over the world than virtually any other organization in a company. And I asked him to come on for a couple of minutes and just share his thoughts about how going into February, now that we've made these big announcements and some of these enhancements and taken some of the friction out of things, how is he looking at the month ahead and what does he have planned? Eric, brother, I appreciate you joining us from the beach. What do you do? Dude, I'm jealous. What's up?
Hey Eddie, great job, man. I'm live here in Cabo. We got 2 cruise ships that just pulled in. We got some beach volleyball going on down here. We got the swim up bar, beach pool party. I'm at the Rio all inclusive. I got a rocking deal on our website here. So I've been resort hopping, Lindsay and I down here, and having a blast, but working my butt off too and getting so excited for February. We're doing that triple play again. I've officially gotten the green light from everybody that needed to give me the green light to compete again in February. And I think we should all compete in that triple play. Congratulations to everybody who's won in January and December. And, you know, great job, you guys. But I don't care if I win or I lose. I just want to compete with everybody. And the good we can all do for our businesses and for this company, if we all just push ourselves in February, get to the top of that list. But, you know, so many things you said, there's so much to recap. I mean, the event was unbelievable. And, you know, there's so many updates just to make sure that people understand. If you put in 2 450 packs left and 2 450 packs right, you get paid. I've never been in a company in 18 years in this industry that had a weekly pay plan where it's 2 left, 2 right, get paid. This is very rich. Not to mention the upfront commission is one of the richest direct commissions I've ever saw. So, you know, this pay plan is built for speed and it's built for you to go put in new teams. That's really what it is. And, yeah, man, I'm fired up. Dubai. So I'm heading to Dubai. We're doing our European African launch. And, you know, I've been saying since August 1st, when we did our international launch, that this will be a multinational, multi-generational giant. And everything Eddie just said, like what we've accomplished in 6 months is starting to coming into focus. And, you know, I've been frustrated. Eddie's been frustrated. You know, business, the frustration about business is it doesn't move at the speed of thought. Like we want it to be perfect the second we think about it, but business moves at the speed of business. And the speed of business is starting to catch up. And the things that we've been talking about for the last 6 months are starting to happen. And this will be the year of Viago. Like, this is 2025. This is Viago 25. This will be the year that the world hears the word Viago for the first time. And we put our name on the map. And, for me personally, it's 90 days until Atlanta. That's May 2nd. And I'm going to do everything I can for the next 90 days to make sure when I show up in Atlanta, I'm not sitting there with regret. I'm sitting there proud of myself. And I'm sitting there with so many new people who, as of today, have never even heard the word Viago. And they got their Viago shirts. By the way, if you don't have your Viago gear, like, I got my suit. I don't know if you can see that too. I'm Viago'd out. If you want to recruit some people, like, use our product, come to the beach, put on Viago gear. I can't tell you how many people just come up to me. They're like fish jumping in my boat, just like asking what it is, because the brand looks so sexy and looks so good that these guys have put together. So I couldn't be more fired up, Eddie. I literally have to jump off the call. As you were talking, I'm like, Eddie, shut up. I have to go sign somebody up right now. And I texted you that. I didn't text you that exactly because I'd never say those words to you. But
No,
buddy, you're
I
doing
get
such
it.
a great job. And
Thanks, man.
And I'm going to go sign somebody up right now. So game on. Let's rock.
All right. I think I hear a challenge from Eric. Thanks, Eric, for being on. What it sounded to me like he said was, he didn't say it in these words, but it sounded a little bit like this. Hey, congratulations to everyone else who maybe competed and, finished in the top 2 or 3. That's over. I'm taking the #1 spot. I think that's what I heard Eric saying without saying it directly. If I know Eric well enough, I know that he's aiming for #1. He's not going to be satisfied unless he hits it. So it's game on indeed. And, he said a couple of things I think are really important to note. One, we've been working our tails off, since the beginning of December to try to stabilize and get everything in order so we could start the year off right. And we've certainly had a huge finish to the month, and we're excited about the month ahead. But make no mistake, guys, we built this entire organization. This company is yours. We built this for you. We could not achieve our goals without doing what we did and redesigning everything from bottom all the way to the very top. And we're going to continue to expand and continue to invest in your success. I also want to say for the record that this is just the beginning, too, of how we're going to enhance the way that we touch people's lives. We're going to continue to love on this product and expand the benefits and give you guys more access to the unique, the extraordinary, and the beautiful worldwide. And, on that, I also want to invite another friend who is at the event virtually from a distance because he couldn't even be there physically. He's been dealing with serious health challenges, but he was so dedicated to you. He actually was there in person on video and trained with some of the most poignant and powerful information you could possibly have used coming out of that event. People talked about it all weekend and even after the event. Troy Brown, God bless you, brother. I appreciate you being here. And thank you for being on the call, too. You're back at the doctor today, and you just wanted to make sure you had a chance to say a few words. So thank you again, man.
Yeah, just left the hospital, and thanks for having me on. I'm so excited about what's going on, Eddie. That was incredible. All the stuff you showed, what we're doing. As you were showing it, Eddie, I'm thinking, wow, we are making such great strides of where we're going and what's happening. But then some things started popping in my mind. We've got some massive momentum happening in several groups right now. If you went to the event, you heard Matt Morris talk about the 4 phases of growth. And he broke it down. It's not just 4 phases of growth in our company, but it's 4 phases of growth in your team and 4 phases of growth for you personally. I thought that was brilliant. And I'm seeing it right now. There are some people in the company, some teams in the company that are catching momentum. And there's some individuals catching momentum. And if we have more and more of those people, the company will get in full bore momentum. And that's what we're all wanting, because when the tide rises, all the ships rise, that's the old saying. And so that's getting ready to happen. We're really seeing that tide starting to come up. And so, but as Eddie was showing all that stuff, he's showing back office stuff. He was talking about products. I saw so many people get excited about the products coming back, including me. But I want to go back to this, because he showed all this stuff, and I want you to know from this point forward, there will still be things not work right. We will still have to make adjustments here and adjustments there. And that's been the case this whole time. And what I've seen is the people in momentum right now, when those things happen, yes, it upsets them too. And yes, they get frustrated too. But then they figure out, okay, the company's got it. That's what they do. They're aware of it now. Let me go back to work doing what I do. And those are the people in momentum. See, it's going to happen again because you saw these great things, and there's going to be things that back in the back office that, oh, we need to adjust that. And that will take some people out of the game again. And just don't let it take you out of the game. Just put your head down. Know that what they've been doing behind the scenes is pretty darn good. We got the comp plan where when you go build it as a new person, there's a lot of money there. When your team starts building, there's a lot of money on the back end for you. It's all put together for you. And then I want to talk about the products because I'm excited about the products. I love our products, but remember what the build is. Remember that Lego cake that I talked about. The foundation of the Lego cake is membership. See, products are just inside the membership, and products will enhance your cycles as your group and as you start using more and more products. So yes, we want to promote the products. Yes, we want to do that. But what is the real build? Membership. It's membership. And don't get off of what the real build is, that Lego cake that we talked about. And so, Eddie, I'm so excited about what you did. I'm so excited. The last thing I want to say is, for me, I don't want to miss the first ever Viago Blue Diamond trip. And everybody on this call, you have enough time to be on there. I'm going to put my head down and get me on there. I want all my friends on there. Everybody that's on my team that wants to get there, I want to help them get there. That's my focus right now because I believe everybody here can get on there and it'll get your mind in the right place. Don't worry about the little things right now. There's a goal out there that everybody can achieve. And I'm going to tell you one more thing. Eddie, I'm going to throw this out there. You may shoot me for this. I believe someday, real quick, this company's going to be rewarding us with maybe like rings for certain levels and stuff. I want to be the first one to grab one of those rings. At whatever level it is, they bring them out. Yeah, I know, Eddie. I know you're not liking that. But there's some people out there that, Eddie, they'll build for that. Like me included. I want to be one of the first to have that. And so, guys, get your eye on the prize. Go take care of your family. Get those commissions going. But get something big out there so these little things don't distract you when they happen. So, Eddie, thanks for having me on. I'm so excited. Great job on that presentation, Eddie. That was awesome, man. Showing the light what's happening right now. So thank you, man. Thanks, everybody. See you guys
thanks,
later.
Buddy. Appreciate and love you, Troy. Thank you so much, man. So guys, you know, as they were saying, we've done everything we can to give you guys every reason in the world to make this the best month of the year, followed by another best month of the year, right? Just know this. This is the beginning. If you like what you see already, just know it's just going to continue to improve from here. But right now, we're throwing everything we can into your success. We want you all to have the biggest, most successful close to the month, of course, today. But we want you to start February off with a bang as well. It is the richest compensation I've seen. It is the simplest compensation I've seen. It is the fastest path to growth, the fastest path to earning recurring revenue for yourself, recurring commissions for yourself with our squared bonus. It's the easiest way for you to incentivize duplication. And of course, we're putting so much love into this product at the same time. Thank you all for being here. Have an incredible close to the month tonight. Finish strong. Have an amazing weekend ahead, kicking off a new month. And we're going to be in communication with you guys every step of the way this next week. As I said, there's so many big advancements that we're launching just this week. Like I said, we've got this brand new merchant account that's going to be going live in Europe. We've got Japan is coming online with their enrollment this week. We have the Viago points beta just launched to you guys. We've got new cruise verticals and getaways. We've got new hotel verticals and getaways. It's mind-blowing. So much is going on, so much to do. We love and appreciate you guys. Have an incredible weekend. We'll see you at the next one.